Good morning, drivers, rig owners, trail travelers. I'm going to go with trail travelers. This is Ryan Hard, and we're going to do another vlog here, getting into daily or weekly blogs and just kind of telling people what's going on and what we're doing. Making a lot of changes on the website yet, still trying to refine getting everything as mobile friendly as possible. We have quite a few events that have happened over the last few weeks, so that's been fun posting those pictures and videos. We also got some product reviews coming out here from Topsy Products that we'll be doing, and we've already shot. We've helped them develop a few things for the new Wrangler, and it's been a good relationship. We have the Madison area Jeepers, the Jeep Club, Madison area Jeeps. They're going to be they joined as a second chapter of the Road Legal 4-Wheel Drive Association. And so we have Wrangler Riders, which represents Southeast Wisconsin, and the Madison area Jeepers, which represents South Central Wisconsin. We mapped out the Wisconsin River area for trails. We mapped out the Kettle Moraine, which is a state forest that is in southeast Wisconsin. So we got lots of public trail listings, overlanding, camping areas. We're putting up the businesses and such for that. We're coming up with the trail criteria right now for putting up the signs at Camp Sinawa, where we have our private trails. Allenton, Regan has already done the base trail listings with the router. He did the U.S. Forest Service style signs with the yellow lettering, and they look really great. Over at Allenton at the homestead, Dick Schmidt and I are trying a few different things. He's a machinist, so he was trying some stuff out of aluminum, and Sargento donated a whole bunch of signs for us to use. It's stainless steel, old tabletops that they replaced, and we're going to use that steel to use as base plate for the reflective stickering on the universal trail rating system that we have to correlate what type of trail is what type of level and why it's that level. So it'll actually have the symbols as to what makes it that level. So one sign can basically tell you, oh, this is a level 4 trail, there's rocks and hills. Oh, okay, so you can make a better decision as to whether or not you want to attempt it. Yeah, so we have some products here as well. You can see we've been working with one of the local off-road enthusiast vendors who do lasering and laser engraving, and camera's not really focusing real good on it, but leather can koozies, and we have the keychains here. You can kind of see, it's tough without the lighting. So we got the Road Legal on one side and then the local club on the other side, Wrangler Riders. Flasks and stemless thermal wine glasses. So Ryan Fredrickson won this in our last raffle, and then Michelle won the other thermos, which I don't have here, but big tumblers and stuff. I mean, we've been experimenting with a bunch of stuff. Here's one where you can put your soda can or your soda bottle inside here, and it's a thermal can koozie. Pretty cool. And then thermoses and that kind of stuff. So again, just playing with a bunch of different formats, bunch of different products, and the goal of this is to have these products on the website so that clubs and chapters can use it for fundraising to build more trails. So we'll try to help them do a lot of the merchandising and stuff without carrying a lot of the stock, so that way they're not detrimenting their bottom line with a bunch of stock where they have to keep a lot of inventory and thus eating up a lot of dollars. And then we can co-brand it as well. So whether it's the Road Legal 4-Wheel Drive, or let's say one of the major sponsors wants to put their logo on it and take half the cost off, we're doing it in that fashion as well. We have a bunch of different shirts coming as well, a lot of different embroidery options. The Wrangler Riders team, Connie O'Neill, has done a fantastic job of putting together the Wrangler Rider product line, and that's up on the market right now. And we have, we're trying a different market yet. There's still some things about what the software that we're using that's either not fast enough, not mobile enough, or it doesn't have the features that we want. We put out a poll on the website recently asking if people would want to sell classifieds or have a classified section so they have their own marketplace to trade and sell gear, because Jeepers do that a lot. And so why not have that on the site? So we're doing that. We're playing with that. So we have auction software and classified software that'll go right along with the marketplace. So it's going to be kind of neat to see that. The blog software that we have on the website is now open. So members can create their own blogs and track their own adventures. And the reason a blog is good for that is because you can put in pictures and videos as well as an article you can write. So you can do that in the forums, but forums don't really give you a lot of formatting options, whereas a blog does. So you can, rip something from YouTube and make a photo gallery and quote people, and just there's so many more options, and those templates are available. So if you go to rl4wd.com/blogs, you'll see where that is. And if you log in, you'll see a create new blog post. So pretty neat stuff. We're building a community so that there's a lot of tools and features that riders want. One of the biggest ones, of course, is the directory, and we are still working on that. We have quite a few waypoints and public and private trails listed. We're going to be, I'm putting a little bit more detail. I'm going to remap Cinema and really get the waypoints detailed on a trail map. So that way, when you download our map data, you'll be able to see what what's all on that trail. And then the business section of the directory will be completely public at all times. And you'll be able to tell if the business is on the trail or off the trail, what amenities they offer, what discounts they offer the members, and you can work that into your trip. And then we're going to put routes together as well. So basically all the little trails in one section will make a route, and that route will also be downloadable to your GPS or smartphone so that you can use it to just follow the route, and one route will take you through all the trails in that area. And then you can maybe throw in the businesses as well. So finding fuel and having maps and doing all this kind of stuff. And then we do have some printed maps we're working on as well. From a legislation update, we've been talking about different ways to work with private landowners before we really start figuring out the draft on that, and classifying the different types of trail, because our ultimate goal is crawling trails, and we don't need a lot of space to make crawling trails, which is different from ATVs and snowmobiles that require hundreds of miles to have a decent trail system. You could have 10 miles of super crawly trail, and that'll take you all day, kind of like the Rubicon Trail. So that's kind of the way that it's different. And because we don't need a lot of land, there's going to be landowners who we could snake 10 miles of trail into their private property pretty easily. And so having the road legal part as connecting everything saves us from having to do a non-registered vehicle routing thing, which is a mess with the DOT. It's really tough to do, and 9 times out of 10 it would be denied anyway. So we don't want to throw that in there. Wrote a recent blog post yesterday about how registration programs work, because a lot of people don't understand what a sticker program does, or how funds are used, or when they're raised, how do they get distributed. So we have to create a system to maintain the trails we create, be it public or private property. And we got to give the local chapters the necessary tools to work with the land managers and such to keep a trail system viable and successful. So it's been growing, hopefully. So lots of good stuff happening. We're coming to the 10-minute mark here, so I try to keep these under 10 minutes every time. Get involved. Look at the website. If your emails from the site are going to your spam, mark them as safe. Subscribe to blogs and all that kind of stuff. Get involved. That's what we're looking for. So We'll be doing a lot more sharing on social media, not really posting on social media, as our site kind of takes over where all of the information is kept. So my name's Ryan. We'll see you on the trails. Thanks for watching.